Thank you for watching this educational video about the AMBUS, specifically MPV 601. A lot of different agencies came together to make this project a reality. We'll talk about each one separately. The Texas Department of State Health Services is the lead agency for ESF 8, the emergency service function for public health and medical services per the state's emergency management plan. They also oversee this entire project. The Southeast Texas Regional Advisory Council was organized under the authority of the Department of State Health Services. CETRAC is one of 22 regional advisory councils currently functioning within the state of Texas. Our area encompasses Austin, Colorado, Fort Bend, Harris, Matagorda, Montgomery, Walker, Waller, and Wharton counties. The primary function of the Southeast Texas Regional Advisory Council, a 501c3 organization, is to provide stakeholder support through planning, facilitation, operations, and the provision of technical assistance to the healthcare community for preparedness, trauma, stroke, cardiac care, and pediatric services. CETRAC is the administrator of federal and state grant money for its stakeholders and also the lead RAC for the EMTF program, which we'll talk about in a moment. CETRAC prepares our 9 county regions for man-made or natural emergencies, disasters, and mass casualty events. The Texas Disaster Medical System is the coordination of all public health and acute medical resources, planning groups, and initiatives for improving the response to public health and medical needs during and after a disaster in which state assistance is requested. The TDMS Steering Committee is comprised of ESF 8 leaders representing local, regional, and state perspectives in all geographical areas throughout the state. To ensure a comprehensive approach to the development of TDMS, DISH's assured representation from local, regional, public health, emergency medicine, and EMS, regional advisory councils, hospitals, academic institutions, the State Guard, Emergency Management, and the Department of State Health Services Preparedness Coordination Council. Together, they are bridging the gap between the acute medical side and the public health medical side. The Emergency Medical Task Force is the organized structure for delivering emergency medical assets to affected areas. The 8 regions throughout the state will manage several ambulance strike teams, nurse strike teams, a mobile medical unit, and the AMBUSs. The AMBUS is a Thomas-built chassis. The chassis is purchased by Sarton Services empty and then taken to the Sarton facilities for the full conversion to the AMBUS. The cost of an AMBUS is approximately $350,000. An additional $100,000 to $150,000 is spent on medical equipment and supplies to make it a mobile intensive care unit ambulance. The funds for these buses come from a combination of ASPR, UASI, and HPP grant money. The state of Texas now has 13 AMBUSs in place and response ready. While the buses are purchased through individual regional advisory councils, a host agency, such as a fire department, is used to staff and operate the AMBUS. Strategically located around the state, within about 2.5 hours, we have most of the state of Texas covered.